shoulder, wrist, and spinal mobility. We're going to be looking after 3 areas in this little block. One of the things what we need to understand is while we're seated for long periods of time, our body is going to learn to compensate. And as we fatigue, it means that our body is going to pull into the midline. So when we start to fatigue, the first thing that usually goes throughout the day is our spine rolls in and our shoulders roll in. The next thing that will usually happen is that we start to tuck the chin. And the other thing that will happen is we'll start to build a little bit of fatigue through the wrists. So the easiest way to break all these down, we'll look at our wrists, our spine, our shoulders, and we'll also do a little bit of work with our neck. The first thing we're going to do is just with our wrists. Interlock the fingers, and from here what we're going to do is we're stabilizing our left arm, so keeping the forearm nice and tall, and we're going to roll our right hand so that it controls and pushes and pulls our left hand. So this is taking my left wrist through a full range of motion. It's fully flexed in this position. I then roll it open. It's in full extension, and then I'm achieving both side to side movements as I roll it all the way through. I'm going to go for 10 full circles with the right hand dominating the left as it opens up, and then do 10 full circles in the opposite direction. Once I've done that, I'll isolate the right forearm, take the left hand over the top, and then do the same. 10 full circles, taking it through extension, roll it through into flexion, and then continue to roll. We do this 10 times in one direction, and then 10 times in the opposite direction. Once we've done that, keep the fingertips interlocked, and then from there, lifting the right elbow, taking the right wrist through full flexion, and the left wrist through extension, and roll through with our waves. So as you'll see, I'm lifting my right hand, and then it's almost a wave as the left elbow goes up. So right elbow, and then left. Just doing this for anywhere between, say, 20 to 30 seconds. And then it'll be a little bit more, not uncomfortable, but a little bit more, not quite as coordinated as we go through with the left hand. As we go through lifting left to right, you'll usually have one direction that will be much, much easier and much smoother. Don't worry about the coordination aspect. The main thing is getting a full range of motion through the wrists. From here, the next thing what we're going to do is, while seated, we can do this at our desk, both hands fully extended, open one palm, and what we're going to do is we're going to reach one hand forward and roll the other hand out. So from here, while seated, all I'm going to do is big deep breath in, and then as I exhale, reach my left hand forward and roll my right hand back and look over my right shoulder. As I bring the hand back in, so I'm reaching with my left hand and opening with my right hand. This is creating space through my spine, but also pulling my shoulders open. I'll do 5 to one direction, and then opening the opposite hand, reaching with the right, and opening with the left. This can also be done in a plank position. So once in plank, I can press the left hand into the earth, roll my feet onto the sides, and then reach with my right hand. This returns to the earth, my feet return to a neutral position, and then roll and reach. From here, we can do that anywhere between 5 to 10 times each. The next thing that what we can do is also another spinal and shoulder movement. You'll see me take this from a side-on angle. I'm going to tuck my chin, roll my spine, and extend my hands forward. So you'll almost see as if I'm making from knee through to hip, through to fingertips, almost like a capital C. From here, this is my exhale position. So breathing out. Then as I inhale, peel my hands open, lifting my chest and lifting my gaze. So I'm inhaling in this position, and then exhale. This drill can be done for time or it can be done for reps. The next thing all we're going to do is just work a little bit with our neck. For our neck, one thing what we can do is if we lift our shoulders up and then look left and right, left and right, doing this about 10 repetitions, and then pulling our shoulders down and peeling them back, and then look left to right, left to right. I'm doing this smoothly as I roll over and taking it to the edge of my range of motion. I'm not jerking it round or trying to force it. I'm taking it to the edge and then seeing if I can take it just a millimeter further. This is not a forceful movement. This is just taking it to the edge of our comfortable range of motion, and with our breath, seeing if we can open it a little more. From there, the next thing what we want to do, shoulders high, ears to shoulders. Same thing, anywhere for about 5 to 10, and then shoulders down and back, ears to shoulders. You'll have a little bit less range of motion when our shoulders are down, but through here, we're just opening up the neck after being at our desk for long periods of time.